Everyone, just wanted to make a video for everybody at home on the Level R, the extra heavy cut compound from Starke. So I just like to use a traditional white wool pad for it, and then I'm usually buffing this stuff low and slow, so it likes 800 to 1200 RPM. So I'll repetitively cycle it, and then that just meaning up and down, left and right. So making checkered boards, and I'll be doing a 15-degree lift as far as allowing cool air to enter both sides of the pad, and that allows the compound to keep cycling and keep working. This being a grittier compound, 6 to 8, it's going to remove a lot of gel coat and a lot of this old dead gel, and then we're going to get into a nice fresh layer like that. So I'm going to show you a quick two-step system with the Starke, and I really love it. Again, you can cut them down with a lot of different products. It's just really what you got in your cabinet. You can make it work, but Starke's one of those goats that really hits every time. The Level R, when I first started using it, probably like 5-6 years ago, or 5 years ago, it was just mind-blowing. Like, never seen a cutting compound shear cycle as long as it does. But not only that, just it diminishes away. So if the cycle time's nice on it, with the diminish rate, it'll completely just remove itself off the surface, where you're not like, well, am I kind of done? You'll just be left with no compound. A lot of swirls, but it's normal. It's like you're really looking at it like you're scratching it with a big rock to go to a finer rock, to go to an ultra fine rock, to get all your little scratches out. So again, we'll start low and slow. We're using firm pressure with this, so medium pressure, but medium to firm. On the extra heavy cut, and then as we get up to 1200 RPM, we're going to pull a little bit back on our pressure. No, it's all about the wrist game too. You really got to just move your wrists up and down, left and right. I'm going to gradually increase the speed there. That's where that compound really likes to cut. The grits and the chips break down in it, so it can really start doing its job. And again, on that one, just after your first pass, you'll see that all of it's been, buffed off, which is really, really convenient and easy for the do-it-yourselfers, and easy for myself, really. So my second step, I like to use the DA ultrafine pad. It's from Rupes, and then I team it up with Finish R from Starke. It's a hybrid finishing polish, so it's really nice. Again, this is just something I do, but I notice if I go like, half Finish R, then I do like half Triple P. I'm still getting that good cut power from the Finish R being 1000 to 1500 grit. And then the Triple P being a primer polish, it's probably at around 2500 grit. They just seem to work really nice together. So I could eliminate that 3 steps sometimes. But then it's not needed every time, just so sometimes the budget, or surely the boat owner doesn't want to do multiple steps. So this is a good 2-step system that I find flawless. And on this, I'm going to go up and down, left and right, and I'm going to work that in for about 20 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to stay low on my RPM, and really not try to go over 1.5 to 2. So on this one, about 900, real slow. Keeping my pad real flat, just letting the machine know I'm behind it. So after I can see that like nice foggy haze, I can put like a smiley face into it. That's when I like to grab my microfiber towel. Then I'll just put it in 4s. And then just buff that excess residual compound off. Now it's gonna be bleeding, we call it. You know, losing a lot of blue gel, but that's again just dead old gel that we're cutting off. You can see we've been doing some test spots on this girl. See here with the light on it. All right.